Hello and welcome back. Of course, for this video only, I'm going to be reviewing for US Power Month, Flotsam and Jetsam's Doomsday for the Deceiver. And of course, you know who Flotsam and Jetsam are, especially this album. This is the album that has, pretty much introduced Jason Newsted to the world before his, joining Metallica. But here, he plays with Flotsam and Jetsam. And, this album was released in 1986, and of course this is definitely one of those albums that's definitely going to turn 30, so 30 anniversary for this album. Impressive. So, with that, what can be said about this album? This is definitely. The reason I put this is definitely does have a bit of a sort of a power metal esque sound to it. It's definitely a little close to the likes of like Liege Lord, Metal Church. That's pretty much what comes to my mind at this point. But this is definitely, or Hellstar. This is definitely close to that, especially with songs such as Hammerhead, Iron Tears, Desecrator, Fade to Black. She Took an Axe, and of course Der Fuhrer and ULSW. Yeah, I was having trouble pronouncing that. So, then we get tracks such as Doomsday for the Deceiver and Metal Shock. Now, these are definitely the more longer tracks on this album, but these are still very good tracks, nonetheless. It's, especially Doomsday for the Deceiver, definitely starts out soft, but then when it goes to the actual riff itself, it just progresses and progresses on with, just some great guitar work here. I just had their names in there, but I completely forgot. I should have wrote them down on a note. Then you got Metal Shock, which kind of the same way, but of course we've got of course with this track, like I'm trying to say, is it starts off kind of similar with Doomsday for the Deceiver, but it ends up again progressing, but yet there's something different. We actually get to hear a bit of Jason Newsted's bass playing. He does a bit of a bass solo. So, he definitely has a little bit to shine. Overall, this is definitely a good one, even with the Der Fuhrer kind of starting off kind of soft as well before going into a real killer track. This is just a really, really good album. Nonetheless, of course, Eric A.K. really does have that US power metal singing to his style. He definitely does sound like James Rivera and or Andy Mashad, maybe of Liege Lord. There's definitely something that he's definitely close to that. So, with that being said, this would actually be the last album, like I said, for Jason Newsted, because he would go on to replace the late Cliff Burton and Metallica, and the rest is history. After this, they would release an album in 1988 titled No Place for Disgrace, if I am correct on that title. And I did listen to some snippets of it, and it's a little thrashier, much thrashier, but there is still some of it, but I have a lot to review still for this week, so I don't think I would have any time to even review that album, so definitely I had to cut that out. So, even though it still sounded very good. So, if you have heard Doomsday for the Deceiver, what are your thoughts? If you have any thoughts, you can post your comments down below. This is Heavy Thrasher saying I'm out. It's time to get to the next one. Oh yeah.